Iniesta and Xavi Prieto, homegrown for Sociedad. Taking a look at the Barcelona lineup, one surprise, Matthew in at left back for Alba.
Yes, indeed, and in midfield, Sergio Roberto out with a sprained ankle. Makes it a little bit easier for Luis Enrique then to go with this formation, three in midfield, including then Messi up front on the right-hand side.
Claudio Bravo going up against his old Sociedad side. Mentioned Sacristan against his old Barca. And this an interesting formation. Xavi Prieto, Granero, and Ruben Pardo, along with Canales, all able to create. Agareche, a rock-solid Basque finisher. And then Carlos Vela, who might be headed to MLS when this season is over. We'll talk about that a bit later. These two, Sacristan and Luis Enrique Martinez, going head-to-head, but here's Suarez, tries to go around the young Argentine Rui, who stands him up and shuts him down to avoid this collision. Take a look first at the offside. Actually, no, this is the reverse angle.
Incredible vision from Neymar. The little slip pass for the run of Luis Suarez. And the collision afterwards, it looked like the knee of Suarez came through to the head.
Neymar puts on the brakes. Near side Messi. It's 3v5, but the three are Barcelona's. Rui again to deny Neymar on another golden chance.
Well done, Geronimo. That's a perfectly timed pass to Neymar. And I think if Neymar lifts his head and is aware of Suarez, that's the opening goal for Barcelona.
Inside, Iniesta trying to adapt. Rakitic comes back. Pardo only as far as Iniesta. Here's Busquets. Bit of a rough start against Real Madrid, but after the opening 5 or 6 minutes, nearly foot perfect. Here's Suarez chipping it in. Iniesta off woodwork. Should have been a goal, but denied by the post. Iniesta.
The experienced Spaniard just goes into the area toward the back post. Look at that for a pass from Luis Suarez. Iniesta waited a long time to break his duck last week against Real Madrid. And then yet again this week.
And Barcelona's almost scored 3 times. Across to the middle, Piqué in good position. Poorly cleared though, volleyed wide as Bravo.
In. And just to give you an example of what I was talking about with Sergio Busquets, he's had 8 passes in this game so far. Here in the 22nd minute, that's unlike him.
Alves finds the angle, plays it square, and just like that, sliding to the inside, it's Neymar beating Elizondo and Rui to give Barcelona the lead. Neymar continuing his run atop the scoring table, now with 13 goals. And arguably, maybe not against the run of play, but definitely against the tide, it's Barcelona in front.
And what did I mention? Dani Alves getting forward. Beautiful ball from Messi. And Alves squares it. Suarez goes to the deck. But Neymar with that dart, the diagonal run across the box. And that's a smashing finish from the Brazilian. Roof of the net. 13 goals in 12 games in La Liga. Neymar top of his game.
Mentioned before. Rakitic. Through the legs and pulled down. Messi shows it and then pulls it away from the defense. Little burst of speed leaves them in his dust. Ruben Pardo trying to stay with them. Cuts to the goal line, and PSG resuming their quest for the Liga crown against Troyes. Getting underway at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Good ball long for Alves as Barca looking for a second before the break. To the goal line, sends it across on the volley! Picture perfect! And bullseye for Suarez. It's 2-0 Barca. Alves setting the stage again, but this time it's Suarez to bring the curtain down.
Incredible. Deja vu from Dani on the right-hand side. As the fullback tears forward, Luis Suarez just pulls away and creates that space for himself. And that is a special moment in what has been a special season so far for Luis Suarez. Alves picks out the pass, Suarez pulls back, and boom! Bottom corner, exceptional volley. We saw him do a similar technique against Roma midweek. And Suarez once more puts Barcelona 2 goals to the good at the Camp Nou.
You saw Elizondo sprinting back. He saw what happened the last time he gave Neymar an inch. The problem for La Real was Pardo, Granero, and Prieto were all caught upfield. Sure, you marked Neymar and Messi. It might not be done yet. 6 charging in. Only 5 back on defense. Messi scoops. Mathieu squares, but Real scrambling back. It's Neymar looking for Messi. Almost a look-away pass, as it appeared he was going to play the drop, but sneaks it inside, and Rui just with a touch.
Yeah, Elizondo just caught out at right back. Neymar finds the space, and he goes for the header lane on Messi. I think he would have been better served getting this in low and hard, or looking for the pullback.
2 minutes added. Duran and Les Vidal coming up to join in January. They'll get even stronger. Blasted into the chest of Bravo in perfect position. No changes at the half. Bravo in goal. Alves, Piqué, Mascherano, and Mathieu. Busquets, Rakitic, and Iniesta. Messi, Suarez, Neymar. Getting it back. His foot hovering over the clutch. Nice run from Mathieu. Square to the middle and touched home by Neymar. Unstoppable.
And Neymar has a little word under his hand to Luis Suarez, because it was on a plate for both those players. Incredible from Andres Iniesta. As Real Sociedad now standing off. Look at the space and time. And I think Mathieu is just about maybe onside. This one here for Neymar. Suarez could have tapped it home, instead left it for his strike partner.
You talked earlier about how La Real, the second highest number of crosses. This one more of a square than a cross, but in some ways a mirror image of what we saw on the first 2 goals. Alves, the provider for Neymar and Suarez. Now it is Mathieu's turn.
And look at how unselfish that was from Luis Suarez. In most teams in world football, a striker like that, when the ball passes him.
In his Real days, Neymar to the middle. Messi! Oh, just the wrong side of the razor blade as it skims past the post.
Rare for Barcelona in the sense that their most potent attacks have come from crosses down the flanks. This time it's Neymar who picks out Messi, and the Argentine first time. You could see the reaction on his face, wanted to do better, maybe should have done better. Here's the goal one more time. Iniesta to Mathieu, and Suarez lets it run for Neymar.
Mikel Oyarzabal, the player that just entered. Now scrambling back, Messi tees Neymar up, back to Messi on the volley as he lifts it, but could only blast it into Rui's midsection. Last week don't count.
Yeah.
In my mind, when Messi went down, everything was set up for Cristiano Ronaldo, who had a stellar year himself. It is Messi. 5 in the wall, a window peeking out on the right. It will be Messi! He goes back post and almost snuck it in. Even Suarez saying what might have been.
Lionel Messi, I think everybody, including the goalkeeper Rui, felt he was going toward the near post. Instead, he whips it across. And Rui had just
as well. The middle, Piqué, a little casual. Through ball into the box, and Yuri hits side netting, but on the wrong side of the post.
Excellent direct running from the fullback, just gets inside, perfectly weighted pass, and he goes for the way they wanted to go forward.
Little slide forward for Suarez. Maybe using pressure. Leithry wins it back. Now to the inside. Oyarzabal back to Bruma. Wide of the target. Tried to curl it in. The substitutes almost combining, and the kids so close to getting Sociedad on the board.
Beautiful bit of play from Real Sociedad, and Bruma just lets it come across his body. Let's rip from distance. And I think in the end, Claudio Bravo.
Poor clearance. Bruma inside. Trying to scuff that shot towards the corner. Rakitic. A little sloppy. Oyarzabal. Bruma. Inside Piqué. Bruma denied! And Bravo slaps it away. So close again to getting on the board, but they can't beat Bravo. And now Neymar the other way. 3v5. Messi in the box. Messi! Oh! Off woodwork. Suarez still. And it just slips away. Relentless from Sociedad, but almost victimized in the
last few minutes defensively, as we see, and Lionel Messi's girlfriend, the onlooker, as the Argentine curls it beautifully. Cannons off the woodwork. Such a delicate touch.
With a little bump of the head to keep it in front. Inside, Suarez flicks it back. Neymar squares, and this time it will be Messi to add time, and they add to the lead, and Messi's back on the board.
It's a smile for the Argentine. He gets his name on the score sheet alongside his partners, Neymar and Suarez. And that was all about Neymar. Picking the ball up on the left-hand side. So much creativity. And just watch this little shift of balance right here. Wait for it. Off he goes. Turns inside. Lovely 1-2 with Luis Suarez. And that's an incredible pass. The vision of Neymar to pick out Messi. And all he has to do is tap it home for a fourth for Barcelona. Majestic stuff inside Camp Nou.
Only his fourth goal of the season and his first since before the injury in 2 months. Messi on the scoreboard and Barcelona up by 4. Defense stiffening. Neymar inside the box. Can they get a fifth? Neymar deflected straight to Rui.
Ability in a way that many people didn't feel he was capable of doing. But he's been special.
PSG and Troyes to follow. This one in the books. Barcelona with a 4-0 victory over Real Sociedad at a canter as Neymar and Suarez joined by Messi on the scoreboard.
Comfortable for Barcelona, although Eusebio will be happy with the performance of Real Sociedad. They'll feel they can improve, but for Barcelona, 3 more points and goals for their threesome, Messi, Suarez and Neymar.
Barcelona pulling up even more to the top of the table, looking down at the rest and waiting to see where the challenge will come. Well, Real hoping not to plummet back in